So about a year or so ago, we all saw the horrific scenes coming out of Ukraine of the African students and how they was trying to get out of, the war zone. And we saw how black people were thrown off of trains, that dogs and cats got to go on the train before black people. Black people were left. Black people was beaten. Black people had guns pointed at them because they were black and nothing else mattered but them folks getting out of there and leaving black people there. And at the time I said, what is black folk doing even in their country? Fix whatever situation in your country on the African continent, go to school there, promote things there. That's why I said at the time, we should not be in no European countries doing anything with them folks' history and how they have treated us. But I want you to hear a video of a sister that had got through the process in a European country right now and what she's facing and what the other brothers and sisters have been facing since they went to these other European countries. Let's roll that.
Thank you for having me. It's something I was never prepared for, and I really did consider Ukraine my home. So when we started facing so much hostility from Ukrainian people, we were taken aback. On our journey out, we had a gun held towards us, and the civilians told us if we don't leave within 5 minutes, they'll shoot us. And then when we finally reached the front of the queue, I was lunged at by a Ukrainian local, and I had to run back into the car, and the military just stood there and sniggered. So it was really, really horrific. And it must have taken you a very long time, a long frightening time probably, to get to the border in the first place. Yes, it took 6 days. We were in the car 9 kilometers away for 4 days until we reached the front. When we were reaching the passport control, there was a fence. So when you look to your right, there was just Ukrainian families and men, women, children. Then on our queue, it was just Black people, Asian people, Middle Eastern people. I think at that point, it dawned on everybody that we'd been segregated. And you could hear people saying, oh my gosh, this is so unfair. People started crying. There was children there. Because all along, we didn't know what was going on. Like you explained, it was chaos. So it was at that point when it dawned on us that, oh, it was segregation. Corey, it's been hard. It's been really, really hard. The outcome that I hoped for isn't the outcome that we've gotten. I would have hoped that we would have been able to continue with our education and this moment wouldn't have defined us. But unfortunately, most of us, including myself, we've been unable to carry on with our education. Most students are homeless, displaced, and are soon to be facing deportation within the next few weeks in the European countries that they've attempted to settle in. So it's been really, really hard.
You know, as Black people globally, all we have to do is work together. We don't need to be running to no Europe. We don't need to be running to no US, no Canada, nowhere else. We need to be working with each other. And that's the problem. You need to put aside your tribalism. And I know tribalism is in all through the Black world. Yes, we all are different. Oh, I'm not this person. I'm not that. They're not me. They're not listen, in the global scheme of things, everybody see you as Black. They don't know nothing. They can care less about your food. They can care less about your language. They can care less. Only they see us as Black. And the good thing about me being in the diaspora, being a Black American, is that I did not get to be a part of the tribalism that happens in other places. Because one thing the white supremacists always let us know here is that we Black. Yes, we may be from different parts of the country. Certain things may be different in California versus here in the South or in New York or in Chicago or whatever. But rest assured, they let us know we Black no matter what. And we all has a cohesion because of that. In the African continent, y'all need to be working together. Running from your countries is not the thing to do, because you heard the sister say it. Some of them are homeless. Some of them are about to get deported, including this sister. Why go through all that when you can be back in your homeland and you fight for your homeland? You fight to make it a better place to be. Any country that's worth something, they have to fight for that. And if we get together within the countries and the diaspora. We all work together, of course, with those who want to do that. There are those who don't want nothing to do with that, and it's fine. You don't need the majority to make any change. The civil rights movement showed you that. You don't need the majority to make a change. You just need a strong contingent of black people to work together to make change that's going to affect everybody. Matter of fact, you don't want everybody involved because all they're going to do is mess it up.
It's been hard. It's been really, really hard. The outcome that I hoped for isn't the outcome that we've gotten. I would have hoped that we would have been able to continue with our education and this moment wouldn't have defined us. But unfortunately, most of us, including myself, we've been unable to carry on with our education. Most students are homeless, displaced, and are soon to be facing deportation within the next few weeks in the European countries that they've attempted to settle in. So it's been really, really hard.
We need to work together to make everything better for us all. Because I'm telling you from personal experience, I work with people throughout the world that's in the black community. And we have a great cohesion. So if I can do it on a very small scale, what about if more of us did it on a grander scale, working with each other, making sure we can accomplish different things together? Because we can get a lot further together as black folks than apart. We can. Yeah, all these other groups, you see how when in Ukraine, it was all about their people. They wasn't about black folk. Well, black folks need to be about the same thing in the same way. In the African continent, the Caribbean, etc., Latin America, Black America, we need to be about us and not worrying about what other people. But especially us in America, for sure, we all the world. Oh, I want to include everybody, but everybody don't want to include you. And I'm a firm believer, like my grandfather say, treat people the way they treat you. And that's how I treat everybody. If you treat me good, you better believe I'm going to treat you good back. But if you do me wrong, I'm not going to treat you good. I ain't going to have no love for you, nothing. That's just kind of how it is. So if you want me to treat you good, you got to treat me good. These folks have a history of doing wrong things to us, and they have never made that right. I get it and I understand it. That's why I focus my attention on my community. I'm not focusing on crossing over or doing anything like that. We have billions of black people throughout the world that has never even been talked to or reached. That's my focus. That's what I'm always going to be on. We can teach ourselves medicine. Even right here in America, a lot of procedures that has been done in our history. Blood transfusion, open heart surgery, all that has been done by black folks. What do we really need them for? The concepts of a vaccine, that was created by us way before they so-called modern medicine. So come on now. We got everything we need to not only do well, but to thrive. All we got to do is just come together with the people that want to come together, not with everybody. Other people, stay away. I'm a firm believer of that. But those of us who want to come together and work together, we can make that change. We don't need to be running to no other country to do a thing. But let me know what you think about our brothers and sisters over there. Like I said, in European nations should not be dealing with that. That young sister should just go it on and leave, go back to her homeland and just start from there.